Okay, so it looks like on Instagram I can't go live anymore. Fortunately, they changed the requirements to use live, and only accounts that have 1,000 followers or more are able to go live um, on Instagram. So we're going to just go and make a quick announcement before we do the actual um, opening of the Pokemon Ascended Heroes ETB as promised. This is just kind of like at the beginning, trying to work out all the technical difficulties. Live stream on. Alright, so I was going to just do this like a double stream thing on Instagram and on these other platforms, but it looks like I can't do that anymore. So instead, we are going to just do the good old live on two platforms that aren't that aren't Instagram. So let me just get this second one set up. Same time, that's fine. Let me get this second one going here. So we're still streaming in two places. I don't know if you can mention which two places, so I'm just not gonna say anything. That sort. Let me make sure that we have enough space on here. Sorry about that. It's like 2 minutes have gone by. Still haven't gone into the part of the video. The main portion of the video. These pieces of paper are bothering me. Alright. So, we are going to go live on here as well. Alright, hello everyone, good evening, and thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry about the past, the past 2 minutes or so of the stream have been like just setting up and changing platforms, because on one of the platforms I am broadcasting to you live on your screen over here and live on your screen over here, minus the glare. That's the fan. So minus the glare there and broadcasting to you and to you over here. We had to change platforms because I wasn't aware of the settings or a terms of service thing that they changed, and now we can't stream on that platform until we get to that threshold of prerequisites completed. So we're just going to do it on these two platforms here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope everyone's doing well. Happy Friday to everyone. It's the end of the week, so we gotta celebrate. So we are going to be opening an Ascended Heroes ETB on this stream, live in front of everyone. Here it is, sealed. There's a tiny nick in the back, but that's fine. We're going to open it anyways. Let me scoot up so I'm not in the, I'm not on Mount Mordor or anything all the way in the distance here back. So let's get started. Yeah, so this is the first time streaming on two places at once, so hopefully it'll go good. Hopefully the replay also works, because I know one of these platforms has replay options. So if there's something crazy that happens on stream, hey, you could rewind it and watch it all over again, I guess, if you want to. Let's get open. Let's get this thing open here. I'll just use the nick in the back as my key to opening this Ascended Heroes ETB that I'm hiding in one of the streams for some reason. Seen on the screen. Alright. So we're gonna open this thing. We've already gone through all the contents in the previous video, but it doesn't hurt going through them again. This is the booklet that tells you actual information on how to place some of the cards in the set, which is always useful. Sometimes they get it correct with the meta standards of what's going on right now in Japan versus here in the other countries in Europe, as well as in the US, with all the regionals and stuff going on like that. Every now and then they'll actually mention a draw engine or a way of playing a deck that's being used in the meta. Sometimes they put some really interesting things together too that aren't meta per se, but it's just surprising that they mention that these cards go well together and you wouldn't expect it, because they do include some just the bulk cards in here every now and then. One of the really interesting things to highlight in this Ascended Heroes booklet in particular, so they're mentioning all the support that grass Pokemon are getting in the current environment in TCG. We have the Meganium from Mega Evolution, the baby one. It uses this wild growth ability, and that doubles all of the grass energy on all of your Pokemon. That could be useful for a lot of things, especially Ogerpon. The Bramblegast in Temporal Forces, where you have to flip a coin for each energy attached to your Bramblegast, and you could do 80 times the amount of heads. So imagine having the 3 energy in the cost plus another 3, so you'll be at least doing some really good damage as long as you get at half of those coin flips for 210, and 210 on a grass that will hit a lot of things for weakness. It'll hit Cynthia's Garchomp for weakness. I think it also hits a few of the other dark decks that are going around right now. So very interesting stuff. In the booklet, though, it's paired with the Mega Meganium, which again has one of those attacks, which is 70 plus 50 for each of the grass energy on the Mega Meganium. That's really fun to do, but it takes a little bit to get up to those numbers because you have to set up not only the Meganium, but you could also run a Mega Venusaur, which will allow you to move the energy around. We also have seen this grass archetype in the TCG that's been introduced in recent times, being used with the single prize Genesect that does 20 damage to an opponent's Pokemon based on how many grass energy are attached to the Genesect. So that's a single prize option if you want to play a deck that doesn't have many of these EXs and 2 prizers and 3 prizers. Enough about grass Pokemon. We could talk about all these decks in a video that will go into detail how to play Meganium archetype decks and stuff like that, because I do love grass Pokemon a lot. Another fun one is, of course, Frostlass, Mega Frostlass. My friend Justin, we actually played at the Pokemon Day tournaments together and stuff like that. He was thinking of trying out a Mega Frostlass deck. He's still waiting on his 2 copies of Mega Frostlass, and then I'll start playing that deck. It's really fun. I've tried it online. Everyone wants a large hand to have all the options to play trainers or items or energy to attach and whatnot. Mega Frostlass really punishes that type of play, so you kind of have to be smart on your resources, on your tippy toes if you're playing against Mega Frostlass. Because in the late game, they'll have 1 or 2 copies in a deck that uses Monkey Dory Frostlass to place damage counters around, and then for 1 energy, the Frostlass will just wipe out everything for 50 damage for each of the cards that are in your hand. So it's very, very tricky. It's something to watch out for when you're playing against Mega Frostlass. Alright, so let's get into the ETB. I said that at the beginning, but let's actually get into it. So apparently this is recycled plastic, so that's kind of interesting. Very environmentally savvy right there. I like that. I like when companies are thinking of the environment. So like if they start using recycled paper and recycled plastics or biodegradable plastics in Pokemon products, I think that's a great step forward. We have the End Zekrom. This End Zekrom card, just show the cameras. So End Zekrom, this is going to be used in the Ends deck as a copy of 2. Just like the Reshiram card, you carry 2 Zekrom, 2 Reshiram, and you want this thing on your bench once you get to your Hisuian Zoroark because of its Rampaging Thunder. That's going to be a 250 damage attack on the Zoroark EX's Night Joker, because the Night Joker, you could copy any of the attacks of your Ends Pokemon on the bench. You just have to figure out ways of putting them all there. Precious Trolley is one way. Just loading them up via Nest Ball or Buddy Buddy, and then evolving into the Darmanitan. The Darmanitans are actually really interesting because I faced against an Ends deck, and the Darmanitan kept taking out my, oh, I should say the Zoroark, copying the Darmanitan, and kept taking out my bench Roselia, and I was playing Cynthia's Garchomp, as I always do. So yeah, it wasn't a very fun time. We also have the Energy, a Dragonite coin that we now have a double of because I've opened two ETBs now. This one and one previous, and the biggest star of the show, or I should say stars of the show, are 9 packs of Ascended Heroes. Let's go to pack number 1, and of course we have some sleeves here on the side to make sure all of our cards are protected. Please always use penny sleeves. Please always use top loaders. Alright, let's get to this first pack before my back starts hurting because of how I'm leaning forward. Let me sit at the very edge of the thing here so we can both see. So what I'll do is pass it to the left camera and to the right camera as I'm reading up the Pokemon. Alright, so this is a Larry's Komala. It's not any Komala, it's a Larry's Komala. Larry is my favorite gym leader in Scarlet Violet. We have a Galarian Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon and Linoon actually remind me of Alyssa Liu, so shout out to the women's athletes in the Olympics, the U.S. women's team, and also all the individual sportswomen who were participating in those games. Those were really good. I loved Alyssa Liu's performances, especially at the exhibition. That was so cool. I actually was like wondering what song is that. I put it on my playlist, and now I listen to it on the way home from work. Yeah, her hair is really cool. If you ever seen, has that kind of like banded pattern on it, and there's a cool backstory too about why her hair is that color and stuff. Why it has a significant meaning to her journey as a figure skater and her art in the Olympic sports. So we have another Medicham. I think we got one of these last time too. Oops. Dratini, tiny Dratini. Delcatty with Cat Kick and Energy Crush. We've seen that attack a few times in the TCG. Acerola's Mischief, so another ghost Pokemon master here from Alola. Plot, just not a plot twist, what was I going to say? A fun fact, she's part of the Alolan royalty. If you haven't played Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Moon, I recommend playing through Ultra Sun and Moon. It's a really, really interesting twist on the original games, and if you had a choice between Ultra and regular Sun and Moon, I think you should try Ultra first, because there's a lot of cool mini games and whatnot, and the story's just phenomenal. The characters are more or less the same in Scarlet Moon, not Scarlet Moon, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon versus regular Sun and Moon. There's a few changes here, and I think Ultra Sun and Moon are just phenomenal games. I really like them. Acerola is really cool too. She has a Mimikyu and all these other ghost Pokemon, also part of the Elite Four. This is a Glastrier from the game that I still haven't played. I haven't played through Pokemon Sword, and I think I haven't even beat the first gym. It's just stuck at the first couple of towns or routes. But this is apparently a Pokemon from Sword and Shield. I wouldn't know too much else about it other than it's an icy horse, and it's from the British Isles in the Pokemon universe. That's all. Okay, for our foil we have Team Rocket's Diglett. Diglett dig, Diglett dig, Trio, Trio, Trio. We have a Quick Ball Camerupt. It's the next card. And we have something sparkly. We have Ino's Bellabolts. This is a fun deck. Ino was really fun to play through. It's not played as much nowadays, but you basically move all this electric energy around. It's your draw engine. The what's it now? The Kilowattrel is your draw engine. You have a Voltorb that you could attack for like 100 something damage for a single prizer. That's kind of insane. There's belly bolts. You're able to just move your basic energy from one Ionos Pokemon to another using belly bolts on your bench. Even though it's like a $2, $1 card, if even $1, I'll still sleeve it. And yeah. Alright, pack number 1. We technically got a hit in the Ionos belly bolts. So, nice start. It could have been, regular foil. It's still an EX, so it's pretty interesting. Okay, pack number 2. This video is going to be longer than the other opening. It's like 15 minutes on one of the cameras, the other one is timing in at 13 minutes and 36. Alright, we have a Riolu as our first one in this. Shout out to my friend Liz. She is a huge fan of Lucario and Riolus. Liz, if you ever see this, if you want this Riolu, if I pull a Lucario too from this set, please, they're yours. Just let me know. Just let me know. Alright, next one. Oh man, I need a stretch. Sorry. Okay. There we go. Alright. Vullaby. Vullaby is our next one. We have an Ethan Slugma now. Usually I'm back here on this, but I have my camera on the left, a little setup weird. Ethan Slugma. Buddy Poffin, very cool. I should stop spoiling the cards for y'all. I need to show them to the camera. Buddy Poffin. Still playable. It beats the rotation. Still H, so we're still good. Yes, we could use this in decks. We now have a Team Rocket's Dugtrio, and I feel a sneeze coming, but I'm going to hold it in. I feel a sneeze though, so I need to protect the cards. This is a Team Rocket's Dugtrio. Its ability is to place 2 damage counters on the opponent's Pokemon if it moves from the active to the bench during their turn. If it was during any time, that would be kind of OP because there are ways to switch your Pokemon to the bench, your foe's Pokemon. So yeah, they kind of just said, yeah, it's just during your opponent's turn. That's when you get to do the little damage counter, very dastardly from Team Rocket's Dugtrio. Here's that Darmanitan card that goes with the Zoroark with Night Joker. You're going to be wanting to use a Flame Body Cannon for 90 energy. For not 90 energy, that would be insane. You would need like a deck that's all energy, and then like somehow play one of those Meganium, and then like somehow find a way to stack the energy even further when there isn't a way. This ends Darmanitan with the Flame Body Cannon, 90 damage to the active opponent's Pokemon. You have to discard all the energy to do 90 damage to a benched Pokemon, so that's why my Roselia were dying, because of that mean attack when I was fighting an Zoroark deck at locals recently. So here's a Team Rocket's Petrol. Here's a little insider knowledge thing from deck building aficionado, aka me. This card will be replacing Arven in most decks. So you'll see like 2 Team Rocket's Petrol to look for a trainer card. It's going to be the replacement for Arven for a bit, so if you pull this Team Rocket's Petrol, please save it for your decks. Alright, next one is, oh man, Weavile SIR, and a snowy town. That might be actually here, depending on how the weather in our city is famous for being a little bit on the unpredictable side. As right now it's around like 60. Earlier it was 80, and then earlier in the week it was actually like 30. So we got like a 50 degree shift here in our city, and that's just like on a normal week. We have some really weird weather where I live. Weavile, exploring the frozen city. What will they find? Alright, here's a Togetic using a Love Ball as the holofoil pattern. Very interesting. And a Kingambit. It's always a Kingambit. There's an interesting Kingambit card in the upcoming rotation, or rotated out cards, I should say, from Obsidian Flames, where if you had 4 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon with the Kingambit and a single Metal Energy or Steel-type Energy, you could knock it out. No ands, ifs, or buts, it's just out of there if it has 4 damage counters. It's fun trying to figure out a deck to use it, but looks like I have to work a little bit faster if I want to. Let's go put our treasures in their sleeves before we forget. So we got the Iono's Belly Bolt and the Weavile SIR, so let's put those in there. We also got that Love Ball Togetic. That was a really cool card. We'll go and sleeve that in a bit as well, maybe after stream, because I want to get to other things like music. Or we'll do music tomorrow, I don't know. Let's see, I'm working on a Pokopia orchestration of the main theme that plays when you start up the game. Okay, that's a little bit of a spoiler, so I'm sorry. Alright, next pack. This is pack number 3 of Ascended Heroes. Pack number, see, I've opened 2, I've opened another, so 11, 12. This is like pack 14 overall of Ascended Heroes, if I'm counting them correctly. Alright, let's see. What will we get today? Let's see. Snorunt. Alright, this is saying to me, build your quad Frostless deck and wreak havoc at locals with it. And add 1 Mega Frostless to your deck to make people angry. The Frostless will wear out to your opponents if they have abilities. This is a Team Rocket's Meowth. The Team Rocket's Meowth EX will be really interesting. Oh my goodness. The plant. It's the plant. The plant makes you itchy with its pollen. What say you, brave paladin, when I make your pollen itchy? No more items for you. This was such a fun card. It's a card that I have a love and hate relationship with. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it really, really, really works, where it's very difficult to play against. Counter gain. It's a Dugtrio party up in here. Wow. Diglett dig, Trio, hey, Diglett dig. Raichu. Pokemon Tool, what is this? A Team Rocket's helmet. Hypnotizer, oh man. Okay, if the Team Rocket's Pokemon, this card is attached to in the active spot, it's damaged. That attacking Pokemon is now sleepy. Whoa. Night to you, good sir. Rotom. Okay, so there's a Rotom deck that uses all the forms of Rotom, because you could somehow put 2 tool cards on each of them, and then you have this gadget show attack. Really interesting. Try to find it, listen, play it. And we have an Ansreshiram with a Pokeball design at the bottom. This is again good for decks. Very nice for decks. We also have a Team Rocket Spidops. My nose is runny, so I'm going to take a little break. Team Rocket Spidops. Justin is working on a Team Rocket Spidops deck too. I'll just blow my nose. I'm sorry. Alright, let's go. This is another pack. Yes, this is another pack. Ascended Heroes. This is a pack of base set that I'm opening right now. I know it's $1,000. I just opened it. I'm just kidding. Alright, Togepi. Cynthia's Gibble. Oh, my favorite deck. Cynthia's Garchomp. Alright. Purple. Purple. I'm gonna turn into that one guy who says the not to how do you do, and I don't want to do that. I want to turn into that. What's his? I can't even remember. I think it's like Leonhardt. Yeah, he always says not to how do you do. I don't want to make a catchphrase like that about Whirlpool. This is Reboot. I don't want to steal his thunder. It's Reboot. Reboot's thunder nor Leonhardt's thunder, so I'm not going to make a not to how do you do. I don't think there's even a not to card in the set. I'll leave that up to Leonhardt. Weeping Bell from Erica. Prism Energy from the Black and White set. Black and White 2 Electric Boogaloo. Because there's already a Black and White 2. Those are video games. Stop explaining your jokes and just open the cards, okay? I'm sorry. Alright, Ends Vanillix. Okay, this card, it's very interesting. So, there's that Lunala. Oh man, I'm sorry. There's that Lunala from Celebrations. That Celebration set that had all the mythicals and legendaries and whatnot. Where the Lunala for 2 energy, you could double the damage counters on all your opponent's Pokemon. Guess what this Ends Vanillix attack does? Does the same thing, so basically you have some damage counter shenanigans to play around with in this rotation. Yay! I love doing that. I take all 6 prizes in one turn, and you can't stop me. Try to stop me. You cannot. This is an Ends Vanillish, so it looks like we are going to be building that. We'll have to do a lot of workshopping for it, but we're going to build it. This is Cynthia's Goodbye with a Pokeball. And Team Rocket's Executor, the coconut Pokemon. Team Rocket. Alright. And Lightning Energy. Electric type energy. Okay. Alright. So nothing out of that pack. I need to play my music. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Okay. Oop. Almost took out Litwick with my elbow attack. I'm sorry. Alright, let's go and open pack number something. Pack number 5, I think. Yeah, pack number 5. Pack number 5 of EX Delta species. Alright. Poniard. Roly-Coly. Roly-Coly. What's this? This is one of the new Pokemon from Winds and Waves. It's a Togetic. I was mistaken. Bamboozled, even. Ghastly. I like Ghastly. Ghost Pokemon represent, but they're in Dark type right now because this is supposed to be Poison type. Ghastly. Braviary. Well, leaning more on Poison than Ghost, I guess. Larry's Braviary. Not just a Braviary. Weavile. So this is a regular Weavile. Oh my. I'm gonna scoot up. I'm sorry. There we go. That should be fine. I'm gonna just lean forward slightly now. Fighting Gong. Bong. Alright. Next one. Team Rocket's Hypnotizer. Oh my. Larry Starly as, I think, the last foil. Let's see. Oh, Terrapagos EX. The turtle. The colorful, shiny turtle. I like this. Very nice. Okay. Turtle. Heroes in the half shell. Turtle power. Alright. Sleeve for the turtle. Turtle. Gemstone turtle. It's giving gemstone sleeve. There we go. Alright, next pack, number 6. Alright. This is a pack of HGSS Triumphant I don't know. No, it's a pack of black and white legendary chargers. Sneasel. Phantump. Hops Phantump. Ghost Pokemon, yay. Alright, Grubbin. I always thought that Vikavolt should be faster. It has such a bad speed stat. Charjabug. The evolution of Grubbin. Premium Power Pro. I always just call this thing the fighting thing. The fighting thing that makes the big damage. It make big, huge, ginormous attacks using the Garchomp. You stack these with the Roserade ability in that deck. The fighting bottle thing. Drampa. Bayonet. It's gonna get you. Boo. Bayonet. Mawile. We have the SIR of Mawile actually. This is a quick ball Camerupt looking at a cactus. Don't drink the cactus juice. This is an Entei. Entei. Psychic energy as the energy, so nothing in there. Nothing in that one. The Fighting Gong is playable. So is the premium fighting energy power thing. That was in the previous pack actually. Okay, so that was pack 6, 7. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Stream should end right there. The stream is going to end. I am sorry. This is a pack of black and white Dark Explorers. Pikachu. I think there was a Pikachu in that set. I can't remember for sure because I was a kid when that came out. Skitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Bellsprout. Rotom again. Double Rotom. Obstagoon. Oh yeah, this one's cool. This you could use this in a cool damage counter deck. For 2 energy, you do 70 times the amount of damage counters on the active. So if you put even just 4 of them, you'll be in a good shape. Noivern. That's so cool. A bat could be a dragon. You could be anything. You put your mind to it. Here's the 2 ladies from Black and White. Athena and Concordia, I think. One of them had a Gardevoir, the other one had a Gothitelle, if I remember. Hops Cramorant. Ooh, Rocket's Mimikyu with the R. The R stands for ramen noodles. And a kitty EX, a Sprigatito. Full art Sprigatito. Meow, 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 meow. Alright. So let's sleeve the Sprigatito. Get a sleeve here. Oh, that's a different kind of sleeve. We don't want that one. That's an actual ETB sleeve. We like using penny sleeves for these. Alright, 2 packs to go. Open pack 6 and pack 7. I'm not doing that again. It was one time. I said that during the stream. I'm not gonna do it. This is a pack of Darkness Ablaze. It's kind of a callback to earlier in the decade. This is the Ends of Night. Droopy! I love Droopy. Ghost Dragon. Team Rocket's Execute. The eggs. The world famous eggs. There's a Salandit. Urbane from Legends, yay! Where is Tawny? Tawny is cooler than Urbane. Dustox. There's probably going to be a Galarian Dustox. Pangoro. Swirlix. Medicham. Quick Ball Medicham. I don't think there's anything in here. This is a Colossal. And, ooh, a Foil Energy. So nothing in that one except for kind of the Foil Energy is pretty cool. Okay, that was... Okay, one more pack. Let's see what we get. No Pokepad this time, though. Unfortunately, the Pokepads are hiding. Alright, last pack of magic. Let's get this. Tepig. This is a pack of Prismatic Evolutions, by the way. Pancham. Poochyena. Ultra Ball. Ems Darmanitan. Erica's Weeping Bell. Fighting Bottle Booster thing. Sneasel. I wonder if anyone's actually master set this. Weavile. Oh! I can't tell what Pokeball that is. Beats me. It's the Weasel Ball now, I guess. It's a Weavile with a foil Weasel Ball at the bottom. Or Ice Ball, I guess. And Zekrom. And Dark Energy as a last card. Alright. Here's the code card. Don't spend it all in one place. Here's the code card. Alright, so that was ETB number 2. I'm going to stop buying ETBs to open. I'm going to buy the 2-packs. The 2-pack blisters from now on. Alright. Okay, let's put all these in a nice pile. No Pokepad either. I'm kind of disappointed. No Pokepad. Where are my Pokepads? I have 3 of them. I need a 4th one. The Weavile is pretty cool, though. I like the Weavile. This is the coolest one we got today. Alright. So, there you have it, everyone. That's another Ascended Heroes ETB that hit like Evolving Skies. Alright, well, that's the end of this portion of the stream. We'll continue streaming tomorrow, I guess. Not opening another ETB. No, I have one sealed. I'm not going to open it. But there could be a god pack of just 10 Pokepads in there. Oh yeah, I know. There could be. I don't think I'll open it though. Alright, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. Sorry about the technical difficulties at the beginning. Thank you for bearing with us and staying tuned. Alright, thank you so much. Please be safe. Please do something nice for someone and have a good rest of the night. Take care. See you guys over the weekend. I'm going to say bye to this camera. Say bye to this camera too. Alright, take care. Thank you so much, everyone.